We are live, hopefully. Hello out there. No messages yet. I've got 4. Way ahead, mate. Nice. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee. Who else is going to quiz tonight? My cousins. Hi, Dave. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for your help this week. I have used one of your questions, but I've reworded it slightly. I like the style of the question. They look quite cool, I thought. Oh my goodness, Adrian, it's like watching Game Pass, man. Sunday evening Game Pass session with the Eagles on one, Patriots on the other. Brady-less Patriots. Just saying. You're going to be rubbish next season. Oh, Frankie's just booted up his guitar because it's his birthday. Dee, 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 dee. I've got no idea if anybody's watching on Facebook yet because I'm just trying to send out the link to everyone. 10 minutes or so. Hope everyone watching so far has had a good week. Weather's a bit crappy now, but onwards and upwards. Pal Danny. Right, what have we got? Oh, we got Chris and Linda ready and waiting. Let's stick with Facebook tonight. Yeah, good idea. YouTube looking good. I've switched my laptops this week, so I've got our PC, our Windows PC, which is my wife's, running YouTube, and I've got my Mac running Facebook because there seems to be more people on Facebook, so I can put the smaller one in front of me and talk to people a little bit easier this way. Sarah, hello, good evening. How does this work? I mean, there's loads of quizzes doing the rounds at the moment, so it's pretty straightforward. I've got 5 rounds of questions. I ask the questions one after the other pretty much, and then we go through the answers at the end, really. So we compete. We've got a couple of families that play. We've got, well, there's actually quite a few. The Butlers and the, keep wanting to say the Wainwrights, but that's not right. The Weymouths keep winning each week. I think they're using dictionaries and phones, but, you know, whatever. But we keep it fun, keep it relaxed, go through the questions, write down the answers on a pen and paper. We'll have a little break at the end so we can make a brew. My chief brew maker has disappeared. Go through the answers. Just a bit of fun on the chat. If you can chat on the, like, go through the messages. Chat. There's chat on the on YouTube. You can boot it up on your TV and have my ugly mug on the TV with my big lockdown beard, which I was going to shave off this morning, but when I got it combed and I look presentable, I think it looks all right, but not sure how much it'll affect me working when I get back to work if it's the middle of summer, restoring someone's marble floor in this heat with heat and a massive beard. I'm not sure that's going to go down too well, so maybe it'll come off soon. But yeah, any questions though, Sarah, just drop us a message in the messages and I will do my best to see them. I noticed last week I was reading through the messages afterwards and I missed loads and loads of messages, so didn't realize the chat was quite as busy as it was last week. So that's why I've moved my screens around a little bit now. Had a little bit of a restructure with my signs. Joe, we'll give you the award now. Joe's in, her family are ready to go. Mr. Beavis, hope you're well, fella. Hope the family are well. Paul, Stella, Dave's always here. Dave's present and ready. He's the first one in, last one out. Oh yeah, don't put answers in the chat. We had Sue last week, who was one of my mum's friends. She'd had a few too many glasses of wine, and she was putting the answers, most of them incorrect actually, but she was putting answers into the chat. So yeah, if you can refrain from we don't need to know the answers. I've got what I believe to be the answers on my sheet, so we'll go through those at the end and give you the answers, but there's no need to put answers in the chat. Yeah, Sarah, yeah, just keep your own answers, write down, compete against your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your sister, your brother, your son, your daughter, whoever. Get a pen and paper. I won't read out the answers straight away. Have a bit of competition, put a bet on it. You know, we like to have some bets. I'm a golfer, so we like to have little bets here and there around the golf course. So yeah, just cook dinner tomorrow night, or, you know, do the washing up or something like that. Dad's in. Hello, Dad. What's up? That is ancient, much like yourself, but whatever. So we've got five or 10 minutes till we start. I'm just sending out links. See if we've got anyone. We got someone, Lynn from Coggeshall. We got someone from Coggeshall. We're starting to reach out to the outer villages. We've got some half decent numbers coming in so far. I'd love to get over 100 one week, but I'm not sure if it's going to ever get there because the novelty is probably going to wear off. But did have over 70 people interested this week that said they would go or were interested. Granted, a lot of them are my family and friends and stuff, but oh, that reminds me. Great Yeldham, blimey. Mum's in. Well, Great Yeldham's far enough, but Mum's in the. She's in a small village called Sondria, which is about 45 minutes from Bergerac. She's got a lovely little villa if you want to go, or a lovely little gîte coquelicot, which is French for poppy. Think about that one. So if you search gîte coquelicot, she's got a lovely little gîte pool. You get private use of the pool, good prices, middle of nowhere, nice restaurants. You have to put up with my mum and stepdad, but it's a lovely little holiday looking over the vineyards in the south of France. And it is, I mean, they got a next door neighbour, but pretty much it is one of those places scream and no one will hear. Matt and Julia. Hello, Matt and Julia. Hello. Hope everyone has had a good week, keeping safe, keeping themselves clean, tidy, not going out too much. We actually had some work on. We did a job Thursday and Friday last week in Braintree. We had a big end of tenancy clean. I had to do the carpets and restore the slate floor in this gent's house. Tenants had absolutely trashed it. So we actually got a couple of days work last week in an empty house, which was nice. Didn't get to see anyone. It was just me and Jane plodding away for 2 days, earning some money, which was, yes, much needed. A little bit of a break from the house. So we got out and did some of that. Unfortunately, my some sad news is my nan passed away last Thursday, the day after the quiz last week. I got the news that my nan had passed away overnight. She was a very, very inspirational character to me, my brothers and my cousins. So we got the funeral next Thursday. Unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, it's restricted to 10 people. I can't take my kids. It's going to be in and out. They're going to have a 20-minute service. We don't know how she passed away. We think it was probably just heart problems, but the care home that she was in did have a case of COVID, so could have been COVID, but don't like to speculate. But she's with my granddad now. So tonight I've got one question per round that is just something that is sentimental to me about my nan. So there's a bit of an odd question in each round. Well, it might not seem too odd actually, but to me, there's one question in each round tonight that I've got that just reminds me of my nan. Hopefully I won't cry on camera. I don't think I can cry any more than I have over the last week, to be honest with you. Pretty naff week. My mum can't get over from France for the funeral. My aunt can't get over from America. So yeah, not the best week for the Swanson household, unfortunately, but is what it is. Tracy, good evening. Chris Saunders, hello. How are you on YouTube? Right, just going to make myself a drink and then we'll get cracking. My tea maker's disappeared upstairs for his Xbox. Hopefully we won't get kicked off of Facebook this week. Thanks, Tracy. Hopefully we won't get kicked off YouTube even. I've got clear shirt, no sponsors, nothing above me, no music, nothing at all. Stuart, question, is there a famous goal celebration? What? On it, boy. Chief tea maker. I'm trying to not miss comments here. Hold on. Simon and Michelle, is there a famous goal celebration? Question. Oh no, I see what you mean, Stu. No, there isn't. Was it what? Hang on, no, actually, I don't know what you mean.
A famous goal?
A famous goal celebration.
Like
question.
Football goal?
Don't know. Questions coming in. I must apologise. I think on Palace are rerunning the quarter-final against Man United, where Darren Ambrose scored that absolute worldly of a goal, Adrian. I know you'd rather sit and watch that, obviously. Dad's just shared it with his local poker group, so hopefully a few more coming in. We've got 21. Yeah, we've got a decent turnout tonight. Hello to everyone on YouTube at the back there. Put some comments in the live chat if you can. Keep me something to do with. We'll get cracking. We've got 5 rounds tonight. I've gone for genre-specific rounds. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I had a change of heart. So the first round is going to be sport. Whenever I do something like this, there's pretty much always going to be a sport round because that is my thing. Movies and TV. Then we got geography. We got UK music, and then we've got food and drink. As I said, I've got a question per round for my nan, who died last Thursday at the age of 91. God bless her. She's with my granddad now, so we've got a question per round for that, and we'll get cracking. We shall get cracking. As normal, if you miss any questions, just put it in the chat and I will pick them up at some point, either at the end of the round or at the end, and I'll repeat any questions that you've missed. Dad, yeah, YouTube's up if you want it on YouTube. You've got a couple of minutes to get on there. The link is on the Facebook page. I can send it to you on Messenger as well if you want. Bang, bang, bang. My tea maker, he's not interested in helping this week. He's made me a brew. Oh, God, he can make a good brew, that boy. But I've had him doing his schoolwork all week. We found out he got a new pack of work from Fearing School today. We found out that all the work he had, which we only got just before the Easter holidays, then we gave him the 2 weeks off for the Easter holidays. He didn't do any work, but we found out the pack he got, he should have finished today. And he's like done about 10 pages of 50. So I've had him working all day. So he's not interested. He wants to go and hang out with his mates on his Xbox. It's fair enough. He said he might come down and help with the last round. Up to 22 on YouTube, 27. So we're almost up to 50 people. She's about the right number for most weeks. We shall get cracking, I reckon. So pen and paper at the ready, cup of tea, beer, wine, vodka, whatever your tipple is. Let's get cracking. So round 1 is sport. 10 questions. In this one, yeah, 1 point per question. So I haven't got a pen. I need a pen. Question 1. What number, Dad, what number would you associate with Valentino Rossi? What number would you associate with Valentino Rossi? I can now confirm my dad has 100%. It won't last till question 2. And as promised last week, I know it was a little bit tough last week, despite Butler's getting an absolute outrageous score, or Weymouth's, whoever it was, one of the two. I've made it a little bit easier this week. I've done these questions off the top of my head as well, to an extent. So question 1, what number would you associate with Valentino Rossi? I've got questions coming in, hold on. Yeah. Question number 2. How many laps of a running track would you need to run for 5,000 meters? For a 5K. How many laps of a running track would you need to run for a 5K? If you can hear the washing machine in the background, I do apologize. It's got 3 minutes left. I'll only get told off if I turn it off now. Question number 3. The Harlequins are based in which English city? The Harlequins are based in which English city? A nice easy start today. Question number 4. Which club gave David Beckham his first full debut in the league? Which club gave David Beckham his first full debut in the league? Hello. Question 5. Which US city is home to the Browns, Cavaliers, and Indians? Which US city is home to the Browns, Cavaliers, and Indians? Question 6. Yeah, here we go. In golf, surprise, surprise, what does a stimp meter measure? In golf, what does a stimp meter measure? Anyone joining late, I can repeat questions at the end if you want. No problems at all. Just stick which questions you've missed in the chat. I can go through them again. Hopefully we don't get kicked off of YouTube a billion times this week. We're still live, which is good. So in golf, what does a stimp meter measure? Quiet tonight, no one's chatting. All thinking. Question 7. What was the nickname given to the famous boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in 1975? What was the nickname given to the famous boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in 1975? Question number 8. What colour are the 5 Olympic rings? What colour are the 5 Olympic rings? Almost 60 people in tonight. Good numbers. Not bad. Not bad. I want to see some of my mates messaging. They're all hiding. Give you a little bit longer for that one because that one might need a little bit of discussion. Question number 9. Which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? Which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? That's the question for Manan in that round. That's all right, Leanne, you're late. That's fine. We can repeat the questions later for you. No problems. We're just done question 9 on round 1. Which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? And question 10. Michael Schumacher holds the record for the most Formula One victories with 91. But who did he take the crown away from? Michael Schumacher holds the record for the most Formula One victories with 91. But who did he take that crown away from? I'm expecting you to get that one, old man. Three right. Yeah, we'll see about that one. We'll see about that one. Glad that round's over. You're not a sport man, Paul. Love a bit of sport. Got to have sport in your life. The hardest thing for me is not making it about football and golf because they're the only, literally, and NFL, American football. You might have noticed there's a repeat of American questions over the last few weeks. I have American family. I do like American football, a little bit of NHL, although I realise NHL is a little bit more niche than American football. So yeah, it's kind of dominated. My sport knowledge is dominated by football and golf, really. But I try and mix it up. I know there's other sports out there. So on to movies and TV, round 2, movies and TV. Again, we have 11 points up for grabs in this one. 10 in the last round. There's 11 in this one. Question 1, movies and TV. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk are part of which Marvel superhero group? Dave's a Bears fan. Oh, that's unfortunate. You've just got Nick Foles. He's a player. He's a player. I'd have him back. You can have Wentz. Richard doesn't do sport. Oh, I can't imagine no lacrosse and real tennis question. Oh, hello. No real tennis. I did play real tennis once. That's hard, that game, isn't it? That's tough. I'll put in a lacrosse question for you next week if you want, Giles. Question number 2, round 2. Who directed Rise of the Skywalker? Haven't been good since 84. An ex-Eagle as well, missed the kick was it last season or the season before? Cody Parkey, wasn't it? We won't talk about that though. Who directed Rise of the Skywalker? I can't work out whether I like that film or not. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan. My son absolutely loves Star Wars. I can tolerate it, but it was all right, that film. Wasn't great. I don't think any of the Star Wars films are great, to be honest with you. But question number 3. How many Harry Potter films are there? How many Harry Potter films are there? Individual films as well. Individual. I'd love to know what everyone talks about when I'm giving time. I don't know how long to give for questions. Yeah, 1 point for the Olympic question, Julia. 1 point. You've got to get all 5 right this week. I'm being strict on this one. I might change my mind at the end. I'll have a think. I might change my mind, but I'm not feeling generous this week. Question 4. Who is the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? Who was the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? Expect my dad to get that one as well. He's a bit of a sucker for Disney princesses. Question 5. I was a 40-year-old virgin who was asked to get smart and build an ark. Who am I? I was a 40-year-old virgin who was asked to get smart and build an ark. Who am I? I can increase the quality of that stream. Maybe not. Question 6. Michael Kieran Parker is also known as who? Michael Kieran Parker is also known as who? We're going to come and help, wifey? No? Okay. Still want to go on camera. Question 7. Who were the original presenters of The Gladiators? Cold. Who were the original presenters of The Gladiators? Question 8. What year did Big Brother start? The UK Big Brother. What year did the UK Big Brother start? Oh man, every time I look in a mirror in a video or something, I see how far my hairline's receding. Getting like my old man. He's got nothing. Bald, bald, bald. Question 9. Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia are the main characters in which TV series? Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia are the main characters in which TV series? The only clue that I'll give you with that one is that is the question for my nan. Last question for movies and TV. Actually, this one's tough. What number house do the Simpsons live at? What number house do the Simpsons live at? I would never get that in a million years, I don't think. I had to look it up. What number house do the Simpsons live at? That's the end of the second round, movies and TV. $11 points up for grabs on that one. Birthday boys downstairs. My eldest son's birthday today. He is 12, going on 17. And he's raiding the fridge again. Your birthday cakes, have another slice of cake. It's lockdown. Just have to run it off, do extra running when we're out of lockdown. No? Okay. Pretty boring birthday in lockdown. Not a lot to do. Sit and play Xbox, open your presents, do your schoolwork, go to bed. Play Fortnite, that's the one. Play Fortnite. Right. Third round. You've had enough of FIFA. Crikey, I never thought I'd see the day. Not surprised, really. Round number 3 is geography. Question 1. Which two cities do the M1 connect? Which two cities does the M1 connect? Thanks, Giles. Yeah, he already has done today. Although he's not, he's a bit not eating too much today, actually, which is a bit odd for him. You've not eaten a lot today. You wanted barbecue. We made barbecue. You didn't eat it all. You only had a small bit of cake. Question 2. I had a load of chocolate. Oh, yeah. Uncle Stu did come round with a massive bar of Galaxy, which lasted about 5 seconds, and Auntie Kim sent down 6 chocolate cakes. So, yeah, all right, fair enough. Question 2. What country used to be called Siam? Siam, S-I-A-M. What country used to be called Siam? Question number 3. Apart from Dutch and French, what is the other official language of Belgium? Apart from Dutch and French, what is the other official language of Belgium? Question 4. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Question 5. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? Question 6. In which ocean is Fiji? In which ocean is Fiji? It's the halfway point. Question 7. Which ocean separates Europe and Africa? Which ocean separates Europe and Africa? Oh, fancy some Galaxy chocolate now. Question 8. Which country beginning with K borders Iraq and Saudi Arabia? Which country beginning with K borders Iraq and Saudi Arabia? One for my nan. I'm not quite sure on the wording for this next question, but question 9. Which country has most of the Alps? Which country has most of the Alps? Four. What? Are you saying you want question 4 again on this round? So that question again was which country has most of the Alps? Oh, you got 4 correct. Oh, well done. Top bombing. Last question for the geography round. Breathe a sigh of relief. Japan is made up of how many main islands? Japan is made up of how many main islands? How many were on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was a round for 10 there. That takes us away from geography, which was never my best project subject at school. Although I did have a really cool geography teacher who didn't really make us do a lot of work. Mrs. Bell, wherever you are nowadays. On to the 4th round, UK music. UK music. Question 1. I think. Yeah. What was the name of the Arctic Monkeys' first album? What was the name of the Arctic Monkeys' first album? Question 2. The film Rocketman was about which English artist? The film Rocketman was about which English artist? 0 points. No, Dad, you'll get some of these, definitely. How are we doing? Anybody think these are difficult this week? A little bit easier, too easy? Let me know in the comments. Give me something to interact with. Question number 3. She Moves in Her Own Way and Naive are songs by which Brighton-based band? She Moves in Her Own Way and Naive are songs by which Brighton-based band? You finding it tough? Really tough? Really? Okay. Really hard this week. Crikey. Okay. Question 4. Nice easy one now. The Beatles came from which city? The Beatles came from which city? I'm not going to give anyone too long on that one because that's really easy. You must know that last one, Jane. Question 5. What is the best-selling single of all time in the UK? What is the best-selling single of all time in the UK? Question number 6. Who was the last British entrant to win the Eurovision Song Contest? I'll give you an extra point because I've just Googled it. I'm going to give you an extra point for the name of the song. Extra bonus point for the name of the song. I've got to write it down though. Who was the last British entrant to win the Eurovision Song Contest? Have we ever come close to winning it since? I don't think so. Prop up the table. I still watch it though. I don't know why. Watch it for an hour, just have a laugh. Question number 7. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing, now the old king is dead, long live the king, are the lyrics to which song by which artist? I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing, now the old king is dead, long live the king, are the lyrics to which song by which artist? No, Wardy, no shutdown on YouTube. I was prepped this week. Got a golf shirt on with no sponsors. Not that they sponsor me. That would be great if they did, but not that good at golf, unfortunately. Bit of a chopper still. Question 8. What year did Freddie Mercury die? What year did Freddie Mercury die? I haven't had any requests for questions yet. I think we're going to have to do some for Leanne, but other than that, I think we're pretty touch wood. We are on the money tonight. So question 8 was what year did Freddie Mercury die? Question 9, which rapper topped the UK charts in 2010 with Pass Out? Which rapper topped the UK charts in 2010 with Pass Out? A YSL shirt, crikey. YSL, I haven't had a YSL shirt for years. Are they still going? It used to be the thing back in the day. Get a YSL shirt, go out Martins in East Grinstead, bit of clubbing, pound a drink, some bright blue drink, all down my YSL shirt. Jade, awesome song. Not really into rap music myself. Although we did listen to that song on the radio yesterday. It came on Hits Radio yesterday, and I did find myself singing along to it, but only one lyric in the song, which I find hilarious. And then the last question in this round, British band The Tremolos had a hit with Silence Is What? And that is the question for my nan. She would definitely get that one. The Tremolos, British band The Tremolos had a hit with Silence Is What? Good old Nan. Right, that's the end of round 4. That's the end. UK music. There was 11 points, 12 points actually. 12 points on there. 12 points on there. Sorry, it's my dog barking. She's probably going to bark again. Get ready for it. Staring out the window, making sure everyone's where they should be. No one's out and about. Honey, what are you doing? No barking. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh no, here comes the other one. Right, food and drink, round 5. First question, round 5, food and drink. What type of pastry are profiteroles made from? What type of pastry are profiteroles made from? I'm a bit of a geek. Yeah, Mum, so can I. I do love watching the Bake Off, I must admit. Bake Off is probably my favourite show on TV. Celebrity Bake Off, Kids Bake Off, Normal Bake Off, whatever. And there's also one on Netflix at the moment as well called Nailed It. Nailed It. It's the opposite to the Bake Off. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's like people that can't bake get asked to make these massively extravagant cakes that are like perfection. They've got someone's face like carved out of icing. They're huge cakes, like 2 foot tall, and they ask people that can't bake to do it in a really short amount of time, and it is hilarious. Really, really worth watching. If you just want to waste half hour and just have a good laugh, that is the one. Nailed it. So funny. Question 2. What is the primary herb in pesto? What is the primary herb in pesto? Wardy, mate, you need to get yourself on the phone to Felixstowe Golf Club and see if they'll do you an offer when all this is passed. So they might be looking for some members, get you a decent deal on membership, and I'll come and have a game with you. I'll bring Adrian and Julian with me as well. I'm sure they will definitely come for a game of golf at Felixstowe. Question number 3. What are escargots? What are escargots? Oh, got tea left. Oh. Question 4. What country invented gin? What country invented gin? Do they take bandits? You want to hope so, mate. Question 5. What are Pontefract cakes made from? What are Pontefract cakes made from? Question 6. If you ask for scraps at the chippy, what would you get? If you ask for scraps at the chippy, what would you get? If you don't know the answer to this one, once you do know the answer to it, get down to Bill's in town. Little plug for Bill, if he's watching. Get in there and ask Bill for some scraps. Question 7. What does camera stand for? C-A-M-R-A. What does camera stand for? And that's C-A-M-R-A. Camera. All right, got phone's going off. Oh, it's going off again. God, dear. Question 8. Who is replacing Sandy as the host of the Great British Bake Off? Forgot that was in there. Who's replacing Sandy as the host of the Great British Bake Off? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I might have to shave it off now. Penultimate question of the night. Already, crikey, we're going fast tonight. Question 9. If you saw chou fleur on a French menu, what vegetable would be included within the dish? If you saw chou fleur on a French menu, which vegetable would be included within the dish? And the last question of the night, question from Manan. What meat would you find in Boston beans? What meat would you find in Boston beans? Love Boston beans, and my nan made the best Boston beans you'll ever have in your entire life. She also made the best spaghetti bolognese, which is what I was trying to get a question to involve, because that was, I think, if I was on death row, either of my nan's spaghetti bolognese is what I would ask for, or my mum's roast, but mainly my nan's. And I didn't get a recipe off her, and that is a little bit of a regret. So if you've got a loved one and you want something off of them that they do, like a recipe or secret for something, phone them tomorrow and get it, because now I can't, and I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. But I am going to phone my other nan and get her recipe off her for hers. So can you spell that, please? Tracy, I'm assuming you were talking about camera. C-A-M-R-A. I'm assuming. But if not, please let me know. Right, does anybody need any questions repeating? Leanne, what did you miss out on being a late joiner? Let me know. Okay, the French veg chou-fleur is, I believe, CHOU-FLEUR. CHOU-FLEUR. And Phil needs all of round one because that's my brother, and my brother is next to useless. So I'll repeat all of round one quickly for you, Phil. So I'm not going to repeat that one. Okay, so Joe, we're going to go through. I've got to go through the sport questions again because I know Leanne missed a load as well. So question one was, what number would you associate Valentino Rossi with? Yes, Giles, 1 point per question. There are a couple. When I get to them, I'll let you know which ones are worth 2. But we'll come to that one. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Question 2, how many laps of a running track would you need to run for 5K? Dad, you need to stick to the poker, mate. Freaking heck. Number 3, the Harlequins are based in which English city? Question 4, which club gave David Beckham his first full debut in the league? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Adrian Baines has got 10 out of 10 in the sports round. Question 5, which US city is home to the Browns, Cavaliers and Indians? Question 6, in golf, what does a stimp meter measure? In golf, what does a stimp meter measure? Question 7, what was the nickname given to the famous boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in 1975? Check my chat on YouTube. I'm getting messages from somewhere. They're popping up everywhere, but not where I want them. Found a putter for you. Don't. Question 8. What colour are the 5 Olympic rings? My mate has just, Adrian, my mate's just found a putter. I think he's in Finland, and the golf courses are still open. He's bought himself a cheap set of golf clubs, but he's found, I don't know if I can, it's not going to, look at that. No, that way. On the bottom of the putter. Bosh. Question 9, which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? Which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? And in question 10, which Michael Schumacher holds the record for the most F1 victories with 91, but who did he take the crown away from? I'm assuming you won't get that one right, Phil, so I'll crack on. Oh, it's a Bettinardi. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's got the date of the Super Bowl on the back of it. The score, 41-33. Can you buy it for me? Is it available? How much? I want it. Not that I'd use it because I can't use blade putters, but that'd be cool to have. Right, okay, let's go on with some answers. Let me just check. Oh no, Jade needs round 2. Question 9 was Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia are the main characters in which TV series? Any more for any more? Or shall we crack on? Oh, can I have your charger for your... Oh, no, it's in. Is that not plugged in? I think your charge cable's knackered, hun. You have to get it in the right position. I'm not going to say anything because there might be kids watching. 3. Tough week, Joe. I hope you don't win this week, Joe. I hate to say it, but Joe and Maria, I'm hoping for not even top 5 this week. Spread it out. Spread the love. Right, let's do some answers. No one else seems to need any questions. Let's do some answers. So it's first round. 10 points up for grabs. What number would you associate Valentino Rossi with? 46. Number 46. 1 out of 1, Dad? 1 out of 1, I reckon. Question 2. How many laps of a running track would you need to run for 5K? 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 1 out of 2, Dad? Question 3. The Harlequins are based in which English city? London. London. Come on, Chip. Tell me you can buy it for me. Although he's got to get it back. Question 4. Which club gave David Beckham his full English debut or full debut in the league? That was Preston North End. Preston North End. Lisa put 47. I put 47. Explain that one, Lisa. You've lost me there. Oh, for the Valentino Rossi question. No, not 47. Close enough. Close enough, but no cigar. Yeah, Preston North End. David Beckham, he went on loan to Preston, which I believe is his hometown, actually, Preston. Question number 5. Which US city is home to the Browns, the Cavaliers, and the Indians? That is Cleveland. Cleveland. Cleveland Brown, NFL. Cleveland Cavaliers are basketball, and the Indians are baseball. Question 6. In golf, what does a stimp meter measure? A stimp meter measures the pace of the greens. It's a ramp they put on the green and they roll a ball down it. And then however far that rolls, they do a calculation and it works out how quick the greens are. Yeah. Piece of useless information for you going forward. Question 7. What was the nickname given to the famous boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in 1975? Was called Thriller in Manila. Thriller in Manila. Beckham comes from Chigwell. So he does. Yes, he does. He does. He's Essex boy, isn't he? I forgot that. Chigwell. Someone asked me to do a job in Chigwell today. Question 8. What colour are the 5 Olympic rings? What colour are the 5 Olympic rings? We have blue, yellow, black, green, and red. I'm sure Beckham's got something to do with Preston. Maybe it was just the fact that he played for them. I'm making stuff up in my head again. Easily done. What, posh? She from Preston? Not very posh if she did come from Preston. Let's face it. Apologies for anyone who come from Preston, maybe. Which football team did JVC sponsor in the early 90s? Was Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal. Tony Adams days. And the last question, Michael Schumacher holds the record for the most F1 victories with 91, but who did he take the crown away from? 5 points for number... No, it's 1 point for number 8. It's 1 point. You should know the colours of the Olympic rings. Blue, yellow, black, green and red. If you haven't got all 5, 1 point. Giles says she was from Solihull. Alan Prost. We get there in the end. Alan Prost won. He was leading and Schumacher stole it away from him. Alan Prost. No, you're not having 5. You can give yourself 5 if you want. It makes yourself feel better. God, back hurts today. Okay, movies and TV. Question 1. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man and Hulk are part of which Marvel superhero group? Is the Avengers. If you haven't seen Endgame yet, we watched it the other week. It is amazing. Watch it. Chris Denham, 100% wrong. I hope I'm not 100% wrong and you're telling me I'm wrong on something, or you've just got 100% of the sport questions wrong. Let me know, Chris. Question 2, movies and TV. Question 2, who directed Rise of the Skywalker? Is J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams. I thought we were going to have high scores this week, but... Question 3, how many Harry Potter films are there? There is 8. One of them split into 2 parts, I believe, from memory. They're good films. I have seen them, but my memory is pretty much just a hole in a bucket, really. It's not even a sieve. It just kind of straight through. Question 4, who's the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? Pocahontas. Pocahontas. Question 5, I was a 40-year-old virgin who was asked to get smart and build an ark. Who am I? Thanks to Dave for that one. Dave Clark sent me a list of movie-based trivia questions. Didn't use all of them. I just used one. I'll probably use another one next week. But this was Steve Carell. Steve Carell. Question 6. Michael Kieran Parker is known as who? That is Michael Barrymore. Michael Barrymore. Question 7. Are we allowed to talk about Michael Barrymore? I think we are. Question 7. Who were the original presenters of The Gladiators? 1 point for this, because I thought this was really easy. So 1 point, Ulrika Johnson and John Fashanu. Actually, no, I'll give you 2 points. I'll give you 2 points for that. Give you 2 points. Ulrika Johnson and John Fashanu. I think Ulrika Johnson had a thing with Hunter, didn't she? Hunter. What a show that was. Question 8. What year did Big Brother start? 2000. Year 2000. Question 9. Rose, Blanche, Dorothy and Sophia are the main characters in which TV series? When I was growing up, we used to watch this every day in the summer holidays. I'd nap on my nan's floor and watch The Golden Girls. The Golden Girls. And the last question of that round, what number house do the Simpsons live at? 742. 742. Let me know if you got that right. I thought that was tough. Geography round. Question 1. Which two cities does the M1 connect? London and Leeds. Missed out the 4. What? 7? What? Tell me again. Message me, Phil. Tell me what you mean by that. Missed out the 4. What did I miss? Did I miss an answer? I missed out. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, sorry. Which two cities does the M1 connect? London and Leeds. London and Leeds. The geography round will be a car crash. Jade Baines got that right. Ruth got it right as well. Well done. His son has all the episodes. I think they're clutching at straws with The Simpsons now, aren't they? Some of the latest, the kind of, I think they've finished doing it now, haven't they? But I know we stopped watching it when the episodes just got a bit stupid, really. Question 2. What country used to be called Siam? Is Thailand. One point for the motorway question. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, we all live in England. Well, not all of us, but should know that one, I hope. 1 point for that one. Question 3. Apart from Dutch and French, what is the other official language of Belgium? Is German. Now, if someone can tell me, I went to Belgium, I went to Bruges once, and they were taught, someone said they spoke Flemish. I don't know what Flemish is. I think it's that like Norwegian or I don't know. I'm sure they speak Flemish there, but it's obviously not an official language. Question 4. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Is Rome. Rome. Question 5. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? A little bit of a trick question. It is Luxembourg. What are you after?
When you done?
10 minutes.
Can we play Fortnite after?
Can we play Fortnite after? Why don't you go and see if someone else is online? Play Fortnite. Question 6. In which ocean is Fiji? Is in the Pacific. In the Pacific. Which ocean, question 7, which ocean separates Europe and Africa? Is the Mediterranean. Or Dutch is Flemish, is it? Okay, apparently so. Dutch is Flemish. Question 8, which country beginning with K borders Iraq and Saudi Arabia? That is Kuwait. My nan lived for a while. We've got quite a few links with the Middle East. Mum was born in Qatar. Family lived in Dubai. Saudi Arabia, everywhere. Question 9, which country has most of the Alps? Is Austria. And then last question for that round. Japan is made up of how many main islands? Is 4. I'll have a word, Julian. It's a sea, not an ocean. All right, which sea? I think I stole that question, actually. Matt's saying it as well. I think I stole that question, so I will report that to the website. All right. Everyone's coming up with it. Yeah, jump on the bandwagon. All right, it's which sea? Ocean, sea. Bit of water. Yeah, lake, pond, river. Yeah, all right. All right, jump on it. Someone else. Right. It's a sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Sorry, it's a sea.
Aren't they like the same thing though?
Not according to Matt, Julian, Sam, Jane, Mum,
And everyone else.
and everyone else. It's just me that agrees that they're the same, but they're not apparently. Apologies. It's a C. And Giles. They're all digging in now. All right. Right. UK music. Question 1. What was the name of the Arctic Monkeys' first album? Whatever people say I am, that's what I am not. That's what I'm not. It's a cracking album. Make sure you listen to it if you're into a little bit of rock music. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not. Question number 2. The film Rocket Man was about which English artist? Elton John. Expanse of water. He has a bath, tub, lake, pond, river, stream, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, what was 8? Q8, Stephen. That was Q8. So yeah, film Rocket Man was about Elton John. Question number 3. She Moves in Her Own Way and Naive are songs by which Brighton-based band? Is The Kooks?
Yeah.
4. The Beatles came from which city? Liverpool, obviously. Question 5. What is the best-selling single of all time in the UK? Is Candle in the Wind by Elton John. And he re-released it for Princess Diana. Clear off. Question 6. Who was the last British entrant to win the Eurovision Song Contest? Dad, you should get this one. It's Katrina and the Waves. Bonus point for the song. Love Shine a Light. Love Shine a Light. Question 7. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. Are the lyrics to which song by which artist? Viva La Vida by Coldplay. 2 points for question 5. Yes, sorry, yeah. 2 points for question 5. 2 points for question 5, 2 points for question 6, and there will be 2 points for question 7. Well, there is 2 points for question 7 because I've already given you the answer to that one. What year did Freddie Mercury die? 1991. Which rapper topped the UK charts in 2010 with Pass Out? Tiny Temper. He's been to Southampton but never been to Scunthorpe. Ridiculous lyric. And question 10. British band The Tremolos had a hit single with Silence Is What? Silence is golden. Or as my nan would say, silence is golden. Because she didn't like the way they said it. But if you listen to that song, they say it absolutely fine. But she loved it, bless her. Silence is golden. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points up for grabs that round. Bosh. Last round, food and drink, 10 points up for grabs. Yep. What type of pastry are profiteroles made from? They are made from choux pastry. Question 2. What is the primary herb in pesto? Is basil. Question 3. What are escargots? They are snails. French snails, usually cooked in garlic. Lovely. Question 4. What country invented gin? I reckon someone's going to correct me on this one, but I believe, not a good thing to say when you're the quizmaster, Holland. Holland. I have researched that. It was Holland. Question number 5. What are Pontefract cakes made from? They are made from licorice. Question 6. If you ask for scraps at the chippy, what would you get? You would get pieces of fish batter. Pieces of fish batter. Just scrape out the bottom of the fryer, whack them in a bag, nosh on some batter. Lovely. Not good for your waistline, but good. Question 7. What does CAMRA stand for? CAMRA is the Campaign for Real Ales. As Julian pointed out, I look like a real ale drinker. I don't drink at all. I'm completely a complete non-drinker. But yeah, I do agree. I look like one. I need a tweed jacket with elbow pads now. Get one off my mate Tom. Question 8. Who is replacing Sandy as host of the Great British Bake Off if it goes ahead this year? Probably not. Is Matt Lucas. Yeah, heart attack waiting, Chris. But Bill will do you some. Ask for them. Lovely. Matt Lucas. If you don't know who Matt Lucas is, that's the guy out of Little Britain, the little short, fat one. Question 9. If you saw chou fleur on a French menu, which vegetable would be included within the dish? Popular vegetable in this household, cauliflower. Cauliflower. Cut off the florets, stick them in a frying pan or in a saucepan, sweat them down, add some butter, bit of cream, some cheese, mash it all up, get some nice cauliflower mash with some nice sausages from Millen's. Lovely. Cauliflower mash. And the last question, what meat would you find in Boston beans? Is bacon. Bacon. Whole other load of molasses and barbecue stuff and whatnot. Bacon is the meat we're looking for. In that round, there was 10. So all in all, we have 41, 51, 54 points up for grabs this week. 54. Let me know your scores, please, if you don't mind. 57 people watching this week. Cool stuff. Good stuff. I'd love to get over 100, so do share it around. Get your mates involved, get your workmates, your family. Love to get over 100. Jane keeps telling me I should be proud of myself because I'm getting more than 30, 40 people, but I always want more. Never good enough. So Jade Baines, clubhouse leader with Dad. Wow, 31. Mr. Beavis takes it so far, though. Sam's 32, who is one of my old golf buddies. Pipped, obviously, by the Butler family. Joe with a massive 44 points. Again. What else we got? Sarah, 22. Giles, 18. Really? And we're related, man. Joe, 44. Leanne, 31. Simon, 29. Dave, 32. Bridie. Don't know how to pronounce that. Bridie? Apologies. 24. Julian, 36. Did Adrian get 10 out of 10? Did you get 10 out of 10 in the sports round? That's what I want to know. Best week so far, 28 points. Thank you again. No problems, Jane. Nice to have you here again. Ruth, 43. Ruth Bonick. $43. Well done. Still not getting... Andy, 33. Terry, 21. Callum, 38. Good score there, Callum. 38. That is Callum Melville. The Weymouth family. Well, that's way down there for you lot. Crikey. Julia Weymouth. Rubbish, we'll say this week. Disappointing. 38. Wow, Matt Griffiths, 47. Someone has knocked Joe off the top spot. The Butler family. Matt Griffiths. I do give a shout out on the page. 47. Wow, that's really good. That's 7 wrong. Chris, 5 more than last week. I'm assuming last week wasn't a good one, Chris. So we'll Adrian, only 7 in the sport. Tell me which ones you got wrong, boys. Bridie. Sure, that's not how you pronounce it. Winding you up. Stephen, just above, fairly considered, just above half with 29. Mum, 31. Baggers, 22. Bosch, I think. Are you the worst we've had this week, Mr. Bagley? No, Terry had 21. Wooden Spoon. Oh no, Giles 18. Sorry, and his family. So I really can rip it out of Giles. That is rubbish. 18. Oh no, sorry, Sarah. 18's not that bad for Sarah. That's all right. That's all right. Sarah, get a team next week. On my own with half a brain. 0 in sport, but 9 out of 10 in food. Good job. No, Chris, that says absolutely nothing about you whatsoever, mate. You enjoy your food. That's good. Sport pants, TV film, 0, music 1. Awesome. I think that's it. Oh, sorry, on YouTube, Christopher Saunders 25, Wardy 30, Tracy Frost 24, Hannah Henriksen 25, Bling It On Essex 34. Our first week playing. Thank you for coming along. I know the production value is not great, but I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate the kind words during the week, the messages, the shares. It's great. It's really good. So I'll keep doing it. I'm going to crack on with it. I'll do some more questions, get on for next week. 7 o'clock next week. Get as many people involved as you can. And we'll be back here 7 o'clock next week for another slightly above average quiz that keeps me from going completely insane. See you all again soon. Thanks for taking part, guys. Stay well. And we'll see you next week. And I have to shut everything down now. Gosh, end. See ya.